Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
What's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. Today, I got my buddy Max Burt. Max plays with the Yankees, was drafted this past year. And I get a ton of questions about draft day and what it's like to play in the minor leagues and travel and all that stuff, which I've answered in the past. But I haven't played now in a long time. This will be 6 years since I've been out of the game. Max is obviously just getting into it. So it'll be interesting to see how much stuff is the same, how much is different. So let's go through a bunch of stuff. When you get picked, did you have to, as far as like a signing bonus goes, do they basically just say, this is how much you're getting, take it or leave it? Do you get to negotiate it all? I know you said you had an agent.
Yes, so a
this-
little bit different with seniors rather than juniors, because juniors obviously
That's
have
true,
that
have
extra year of
leverage.
college, so
Right.
they can say, no, I'm going to take this, and if I don't, then I'm just going to go back
Right.
for my senior year. So seniors, you don't really have a lot of pull or anything. So funny you say that. Yeah, so he just told me, he goes, we're so happy to have you a part of this organization. We've seen you play and all that kind of stuff, and that was kind of it there. And then he ended up calling me an hour after that and is like, hey, I completely forgot to tell you this, but we're going to sign you for $5,000. And I'm like, that's fine. I would have signed for anything.
Whatever.
I would have signed for anything.
Keep going.
I just want to play ball.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, so that was that. And then I talked with a person within the organization, and they actually told me I was flying down the next day at 6 a.m. I had a flight the next day at 6
Really?
a.m.
So you went
after
right
the
out.
draft. But then he ended up calling me after that and said, actually, this was on like a Thursday, we're actually going to send you on a Sunday. So I had another like 3 days at home, which was
Hang
nice
out.
to kind of just relax and
Cool.
soak everything in before it all started. So
Awesome. So, all right. So you wait till Sunday. You fly out. Where do you go? You go.
So me and
To
Mickey,
spring training?
me and Mickey both flew out the 27th, and
Yeah.
I was 28th pick. We both flew out on that Sunday, and then Matt Hyde actually picked us up in Tampa, which is where our
So
spring
spring
training
training
facility
complex,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. And then after he picked us up, we basically just went to our hotel. We got our hotel, and he said, "I'm going to come pick you back up in about like 2 hours." So
Yeah.
me and Mickey kind of just hanging out, getting our feet wet, and picked us up, went out to dinner with all the area scouts and the guys that they picked. So we had like
So everyone
probably
came in.
yeah, it was like a big dinner. It wasn't like a structured dinner. We were just all at like a steakhouse
Really?
and eating, and it was probably 20 of the draft guys,
Wow, that's
maybe
really
15
cool.
draft guys. Yeah, so it was cool. So I got to meet everybody there, and that was a nice little opening night per se.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I didn't have any of that. I got sent in, and it was like I went in and just started playing. I think, like thinking back, I flew out to Eugene, and it was like we had a practice, and then boom, play.
Wow.
So okay, so you get to eat dinner with everybody, you get to meet everybody. You're in Tampa, so that's a spring training complex, and then what happens after that?
So
You go right into games.
the next day we go to Tampa. We have meetings for the next day. That first day, don't do any baseball activity.
So you're just like meeting everybody.
Meeting everybody in the organization, kind of meeting with all the draft guys, and they talk about the Yankee way, what it means to be a Yankee, and all that kind of stuff. And then the next day, have your physical.
Yeah.
And your physical is obviously with the blood work and stuff like that, so they don't have you do any baseball activity after that. So then that third day, actually, I was down there is when we started baseball activity. And we basically had a mini camp for about a week and a half. I got a call from somebody in the organization, and they said that, hey, you're going to get moved up, per se, your first call-up, because I
Right.
was on the Gulf Coast team, your first call-up to Advanced Rookie Ball, which was in Pulaski, Virginia. So I went there that next day and basically spent the whole summer down in Virginia.
Virginia. So when you were doing the mini camp thing, any games or you guys just practice?
So, yeah, we didn't start any games right away, actually. They kind of, what I really like about our organization is that they just kind of let us get acclimated to pro ball. They
Right.
didn't throw us in a game right away. So we kind of started off, working out with some teams, doing infield, outfield, and then hitting batting practice. Then we were done for the day. And it was all like short, quick days.
Right.
But I think that was great for me because obviously I was so anxious, and I was
Right.
like, all right, let's play baseball. But I think it was good because it calmed me down, relaxed me. It was just like, hey, this is just baseball.
No, that's really cool. I
So
like that.
it was awesome.
That's a really good point because obviously when you get drafted, all of a sudden you're a professional baseball player and things are like moving really fast.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, for me, it's like we flew in, practice, and then boom, you start playing. And those first like probably week, you're like, where the hell am I? Like, what's going on? That's such a better idea, I think, to have like a little mini camp.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Get you acclimated.
It was awesome.
Thank you for watching. Share the video with all your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. Check out this guy on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Max_Burt1.
Max_Burt1. All right. Give him a follow too. Talk to you later.